Hey, well, I got something to share. I was reading about the opiate addictions that's taken over, but opiate has been around a long time. Heroin. Hmm. Heroin is something that is very deep conversation, and it's a very personal. It's very personal to me, and why that is because I experienced a life of addictions, but not by my own doing. My mother. My mother was addicted to heroin for a very long time. Now, we didn't know that. But I say this to you that addictions of any sort is not good. But when you have a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, it just not only affects you, it affects those that are attached to you, your loved ones. Yeah, your loved ones cost a lot. And when you experience this as a child, it's quite devastating. You don't even know how it affects your life until later. Hmm. When I think about my mother's addiction, I didn't know as a little girl what that was until one day I saw certain things, but I didn't know what it was. But it's one day when I realized that this drug had overtaken my mother and it caused a lot of grief, so much that it caused her death. But one day in particular, out of many, this one sticks out in my mind. The day that I had to use the bathroom so bad, and my mother was in the bathroom. And there was this little locks that go like this over the door, and you could take a knife and pop it up because it was inside. And I waited and waited and waited, and I had to use the bathroom so bad. But I thought that as time went on, that my mom was first in the tub, but I realized I didn't hear any water. So time after time, I don't know what I can't remember how long it took, but I realized that I felt something was wrong. So I pushed the door open and I saw my mom I could see a little bit like she was leaning over. So automatically I thought something was seriously wrong. So I took the knife and flipped the door. I flipped it open and came in, and my mother was stooped over on the toilet. And on the floor was some aluminum, a spoon, a syringe, something like a long thing for an arm, some matches. And I just remember seeing like her with her arm down like this and blood kind of trickling out a little bit. And I thought my mother was dead. And I grabbed the stuff. And when I grabbed the stuff off the ground, off the floor, she came to and I had it. And I realized this is the stuff that caused that to happen. And when she realized that I had it, she told me to come here, and I wouldn't. And I started run. I ran out the bathroom, and I ran into the bedroom. And attached to our bedroom was a sunroom, and it had windows. You could push them open. And I took the drug, which I didn't know what it was, and I threw it in the gutter. When she realized that, she came out of the bathroom and she came in the room and she asked me what did I do with it. And I told her I threw it in the gutter because it was something that hurt her. She hollered and she screamed at me. And I don't care remember if she pushed me or she hit me or she was angry. She shoved me and said, "What did you do this for? What did you do this for?" All I knew was I was trying to protect my mother from this drug. Episode 1. Episode 2, one day she got a hold of some type of drug. Whatever it was, it had took her mind. And she was laying on the couch as naked as the day she was born. And when I came down the stairs, she jumped up and she said, "Get it off me, get it off me." And she was doing like this and she was having something and she was like trying to cut it off. She had a knife and was trying to cut it off. I didn't know what it was, but I was trying to help her. I was trying to help take off what she saw. And I couldn't take it off, but I was trying. In my mind, I was trying to see it. Maybe I could see what she saw. But I knew that she was trying to stop herself from whatever it was of hurting her. And I tried to help her. I recall a time when, episode 3, when we lived on Kinsman, and she woke us up. She took us into the bathroom, and she saw something on the wall, which was to me, and what I saw was a dent, like from a hit on the wall, and we painted over it. And she said, come on, Jesus is in the room. God is in the room. We look at him, he's on the room, he's on the wall. And I said, Mommy, there is nobody on the wall. And she kept saying it was in the wall. And she left out of the bathroom. My sisters were little. And she got a knife. And the man that was taking care of my father was her lover. And she didn't know that this man was sexually trying to abuse me. And I had to be around 9 or 10. And she put the knife up to his neck and said, if you ever touch my daughter again, I'm going to kill you. Man, people, addictions or something. There were so many times that I missed so much school, and I thought I was dumb. I thought I was dumb because my grades were bad. And I did not know until I got grown that I realized how much school I missed because I had to be there for my sisters and I had to be there for my father, which was paralyzed because she was on a binge and she wasn't home. I had to take care of my father, which was a paraplegic, a quadriplegic, excuse me. I remember times when she would go to a drug house and leave us in the car, and we would wait for hours. Hours for her to come out. We didn't know. I didn't know what apartment she went to. People, I'm saying this to say that for you that's struggling with addictions, you're not just hurting you, you're hurting your family. You're hurting the loved ones. You're hurting those that love you, the ones that depend on you, those that care for you and care about you. So you don't just suffer, we all suffer. And I can honestly say that it's a broken feeling when you lose your loved one from a drug. I remember the day that she died, and she was bleeding from her mouth and from her nose, and she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to go to the hospital. I remember it's like yesterday. As she laid on the couch and we had a white rug on the floor, furry. And it had black blood and red on that she was spitting out. And I don't know. I don't know what drug that was that took her life. But I know that that night that I thought she was going to come home, she never came back. She never came back. She left us. The drug, y'all, people, your heroin addiction, your crack addiction, your addictions hurt your family. It caused such a bad effect because it makes you lose everything you have. And then when you lose your loved one, it puts them in a bad situation because we had to be separated. And we never asked for that. And we thank God for our family members that felt they were doing the right thing, but they don't know how broken we were. And I'm an adult child, I'm an addicted parent, and it affected my life throughout my life. So much baggage, so much hurt, so much pain, so much things that attach itself to you. You don't even know you have it until it comes out. And you think that you're okay. And you think that you're well. But you're not. If you're not had any counseling, something to deal with that issue at hand, You are walking around broken from somebody else's problem. So you that are addicted to drugs, help your family get healed, get delivered. Your very family depend on it. I just want you to know that it is so important that you get clean. Your little daughter needs you. Your father, your daughter, your wife, your child, your son, your family need you. I didn't mean to cry. But as you look back over your life and now you feel like you're healed and all that, and life goes on, but you don't know the struggle that it took for me to get to where I'm at. It was a time when I couldn't watch certain movies. It was a time when I could not deal with my issues. And I acted out. When you're stripped of what you know, the love, the security, you're left to wander, looking for love in all the wrong places, searching for help. I didn't ask for that. They didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that. You didn't know your first high was going to cause you hell. And not only you hell, but your family hell. So if you're listening to this message, you pray and you ask your Creator to help you get delivered. Your children need you. Your family members need you. Your wife needs you. Your father, your son, your mother, we need you. They need you. It's a long road, but I say that who the sun sets free is free indeed. This is a daughter that was infected by a drug addict. And though I think that at times that I'm free, I'm still bound sometimes by thoughts. And we fight every day, and we don't even know we're fighting to be free. That's my message. I pray that you hear this. I pray it sets you free. Peace.